What if the story you've been told about JFK's assassination isn't the whole truth? This is the unsettling question that has sparked countless debates and research. And even today, 6 decades later, it refuses to fade into obscurity. The assassination of President John F. Kennedy in 1963 is an event steeped in intrigue, mystery, and a multitude of unanswered questions. The official narrative you may be familiar with points to a lone gunman, Lee Harvey Oswald. But is that the complete truth? Or is it merely the tip of an iceberg beneath which lies a labyrinth of conspiracy theories, alternative explanations, and contradicting witness accounts? Each theory carries its own weight, and each piece of evidence its own story. One thing is certain: the full story of JFK's assassination is far more complex than most people realize. So buckle up and prepare to dive deep into the rabbit hole of conspiracy theories surrounding JFK's assassination. The Warren Commission's investigation pointed to a sole perpetrator, Lee Harvey Oswald. Taking a closer look at the Warren Commission's findings, we find an intriguing narrative. The commission, comprised of 7 esteemed members, was established just 7 days after the tragic event to investigate the assassination of President John F. Kennedy. Their conclusion? A lone gunman was responsible. That gunman was none other than Lee Harvey Oswald, a former US Marine with a paradoxical history of both patriotic fervor and Marxist ideologies. The commission asserted that Oswald acted alone, firing 3 shots from the 6th floor of the Texas School Book Depository. So, what about Oswald's motive? Well, the Warren Commission found no clear motive. However, they speculated that Oswald's disillusionment with American capitalism, his sympathy for Cuba and the Soviet Union, and his desire for recognition may have driven his actions. And what about opportunity? Oswald was at the time employed at the Texas School Book Depository. This gave him direct access to the infamous 6th floor window from where the fatal shots were supposedly fired. Oswald's proficiency with firearms, honed during his time in the Marines, further supported the commission's conclusions. But here's where it gets interesting. The commission's findings were met with skepticism, both at the time and in the decades since. Critics argue that there are discrepancies in the evidence, inconsistencies in witness accounts, and a lack of a clear motive. They suggest that the lone gunman theory oversimplifies a complex and significant event, pointing instead to alternative explanations involving multiple shooters or powerful conspirators. Despite these criticisms, the Warren Commission's findings remain the official narrative. The evidence, they assert, supports Oswald's guilt. Ballistics, fingerprints, and witness testimonies all point to Oswald as the lone gunman. Evidence supports Oswald's guilt, but numerous conspiracy theories suggest a different narrative. Whether you subscribe to the lone gunman theory or favor a more complex conspiracy, one thing is clear: the assassination of JFK continues to intrigue, baffle, and divide us over half a century later. Could the mafia have orchestrated JFK's death? A question that sent chills down the spine of many conspiracy theorists over the years. Let's delve into this theory a bit further. The mafia involvement theory is fueled by the alleged feud between the Kennedy administration and organized crime. It's believed that JFK and his brother, Attorney General Robert Kennedy, had pushed for a crackdown on organized crime, ruffling more than a few feathers in the underworld. The mafia, feeling threatened and in retaliation, may have had a motive to orchestrate the assassination. The theory suggests that the mafia could have used their extensive network and resources to plan and execute the hit on JFK, making it look like the work of a lone gunman. However, like all theories, it's based on a series of assumptions and interpretations of the available evidence. The mafia theory is compelling, but it's not the only alternative explanation. Did the CIA have a hand in JFK's assassination? This question has been a topic of heated debate for decades. The theory is not without some foundation. Let's delve into it. The Central Intelligence Agency, or CIA, was a powerful entity in the early 60s involved in covert operations worldwide. It's no secret that the agency had the means to orchestrate a high-level assassination, but what about the motive? The answer may lie in JFK's policies, which allegedly were not always well received within the agency. Kennedy's approach to foreign affairs was notably different from his predecessors. He advocated for diplomacy over military action, a stance that may have ruffled feathers within the CIA. His refusal to provide air support during the Bay of Pigs invasion, a failed attempt by the CIA to overthrow Fidel Castro, reportedly left the agency feeling betrayed and humiliated. Furthermore, Kennedy's intent to splinter the CIA into 1,000 pieces and scatter it to the winds, as reported by the New York Times, could have given the agency a motive for retaliation. This statement, if true, would have threatened the very existence of the CIA, but could dissatisfaction with JFK's policies have pushed the CIA to the extreme act of assassination? The agency certainly had the capability, with its extensive network of operatives and its experience in covert actions. However, it's important to remember that capability does not necessarily equate to culpability. Despite the intriguing connections, concrete evidence linking the CIA to JFK's assassination remains elusive. Many documents related to the case are still classified, leaving room for speculation and fueling conspiracy theories. The CIA's alleged involvement in JFK's assassination is a fascinating theory, layered with political intrigue and shadowy operations. It suggests a deep-seated conflict within the US government, a narrative that appeals to those who question the official version of events. The CIA theory raises many questions, but it's not the end of our journey. Could the military-industrial complex have wanted JFK out of the picture? A chilling question indeed, and one that has been the focus of many conspiracy theories. The military-industrial complex, a term popularized by President Eisenhower, refers to the close-knit relationship between a nation's military leadership and the industries that support them. Now let's delve into the theory. Some theorists argue that JFK's supposed plans to withdraw from Vietnam posed a significant threat to the profits of those industries that thrived on warfare. The potential loss of billions of dollars in military contracts could have motivated a plot against the president. Moreover, JFK's vision of peace didn't sit well with the war hawks in the Pentagon and the arms industry. His commitment to disarmament, including the signing of the Partial Test Ban Treaty, was seen as a direct affront to the military-industrial complex. But could these entities have gone as far as assassination to protect their interests? Critics of this theory point out that JFK's policies were not significantly different from those of his predecessors or successors, and that the Vietnam War escalated even after his death. Additionally, there's no concrete evidence linking the military-industrial complex directly to the assassination. This theory, like many others surrounding JFK's untimely demise, stirs up more questions than answers. It suggests a deep-seated corruption within the highest echelons of power. This theory suggests a deep-seated corruption, but is it the true story? So, who really killed JFK? We've journeyed through the labyrinth of theories, evidence, and conjecture that surrounds the assassination of President John F. Kennedy. From the lone gunman theory to the mafia involvement, the CIA's role, and even the military-industrial complex, we've dissected the many layers of this enigmatic event. Still, the definitive answer eludes us. The case remains as one of the most haunting, unresolved mysteries of our time. It's this very lack of resolution that continues to fuel the intrigue and fascination. The assassination has become more than a historical event. It's a source of endless speculation and a canvas for our collective imagination. Conspiracy theories, as we see, play a significant role in society. They challenge the official narrative, encourage critical thinking, and sometimes unveil hidden truths. But they can also sow doubt, create fear, and undermine public trust. It's a delicate balance, one that requires discerning minds and responsible storytelling. Theories will be dissected, evidence re-examined, and witnesses' accounts revisited. The mystery of JFK's assassination, like a puzzle with missing pieces, will keep us engaged, will keep us questioning. The truth about JFK's assassination may remain a mystery, but the quest for answers continues to captivate us all.